Welcome to this presentation on how to write the CIPD Level 5 questions for L5LD03 assessment for 2024-25. You can visit our website by clicking on link provided in comment sections or chat with us on WhatsApp on clicking link to get best expert help. You will find how to write this question in this video. Kindly subscribe us to and message us on. Transfer of learning refers to the ability of employees to apply knowledge, skills, and attitudes learned in one context to another, particularly from training to the workplace. This concept is vital in ensuring that investments in learning result in improved performance. There are two types of transfer: positive, where learning enhances future performance, and negative, where learning hinders it. Transfer can also be formal, through structured training, or informal, through mentoring or peer sharing. Relevance of the training material and real-life application determine how effectively employees will transfer their learning. If employees can see a direct link between what they learned and their job responsibilities, they are more likely to apply it. This slide introduces the concept and sets the foundation for understanding how learning becomes actionable in the workplace, shaping the design of effective development programs, and maximizing learning impact on organizational goals. Several factors determine the effectiveness of learning transfer. First, learner motivation plays a key role. Employees must see the relevance of the training to their roles. Second, a supportive work environment, where managers and peers encourage application, is crucial. The design of the training also matters. Practical, interactive formats help bridge the gap between theory and real-world use. Finally, follow-up strategies such as coaching, performance reviews, and on-the-job practice significantly enhance the likelihood that new skills will be retained and used. These factors interact to either strengthen or weaken the transfer process. For example, even excellent training may fail to produce results if learners return to an unsupportive work environment. On the other hand, moderate training outcomes can be elevated through strong reinforcement practices and clear alignment with job expectations. This slide outlines key influencers to plan better learning and development (L&D) strategies. To increase the likelihood of learning being applied at work, training must be grounded in real-life applications. One effective approach is scenario-based learning, which mirrors workplace challenges. Aligning training objectives directly with job responsibilities helps learners understand how and when to apply what they've learned. Engaging line managers to provide guidance and reinforcement after training also boosts retention and application. Additionally, using follow-up strategies like refresher courses, micro-learning modules, or peer-to-peer check-ins helps to sustain the transfer of learning over time. These techniques ensure that skills stay fresh and relevant, preventing the decline in knowledge retention that typically occurs after training. Creating a learning culture where transfer is expected, supported, and monitored is also essential. This slide presents actionable strategies that organizations can adopt to ensure training programs produce measurable performance improvements and long-term employee development. Assessing whether learning has transferred into workplace performance can be done using tools like Kirkpatrick's model. This framework evaluates training across 4 levels: reaction, learning, behavior, and results. The third level, behavior, focuses on whether employees are applying new skills on the job. Indicators include improved communication, productivity, or compliance. Performance data and KPIs provide measurable outcomes. Feedback from learners and their supervisors also offers qualitative insight into the effectiveness of the training. Monitoring these indicators not only helps justify training costs, but also identifies areas for improvement in future programs. For example, if behavioral changes are not observed, the organization may need to revise its training approach or increase post-training support. This slide highlights how robust evaluation helps organizations ensure that learning is not only absorbed, but actively contributes to workplace success and continuous development. Transfer of learning is fundamental to organizational success because it ensures training efforts translate into performance gains. When employees can apply what they've learned, it leads to greater productivity, innovation, and efficiency. This also makes learning investments worthwhile, improving the organization's return on investment, ROI. Furthermore, effective transfer supports continuous professional development, CPD, enabling staff to evolve in their roles and adapt to changing business needs. A culture of learning and application helps align employee growth with organizational goals, ensuring that training meets both individual and corporate expectations. Transfer of learning also helps bridge skill gaps, reduce errors, and build confidence among employees. Without effective transfer, even well-designed training programs may have limited impact. This final slide reinforces the idea that training must result in behavioral change and application to be considered successful, thus making learning transfer a critical focus in workplace development planning.